Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is me, Sound for your time. And today I'm having another interesting conversation. My initiative is the power of saying no. So first we need to hello Maya, how are
Hi, how's it going?
hello Maya, how are you?
Really?
So Maya, sometimes we think saying yes to everything makes us helpful real successful, but learning when and how to say no can be an important part of protecting our time, energy, priorities, and personal boundaries. Saying no can feel comfortable because we we may worry about disappointing people or being misunderstood, but a respectful and confident no can help us focus on what truly matters and make better choices. So, Maya, let's begin a conversation about the power of saying no.
You nailed it. It's like a mental tug of war. You want to be the person who's there for everyone, but at some point, if you're saying yes to every single thing, you're basically just outsourcing your life to everyone else's schedule.
That's right, Maya. My first question is what does saying no mean to you?
What does it say? The no and the you sort of cut off there. You cut out for a second. I wasn't sure if you were still asking about the meaning of no or if you'd moved on to a different thought. Got it. I might have been getting ahead of my. Right on. Let's pick up where we left off. You're asking about the problem with not being able to say no, right?
So, Maya, my next question is why do people sometimes find it difficult to say no?
As the bad guy. We're wired for connection. So the idea of disappointing someone or coming off as selfish can feel almost physically painful. And then you have the people pleasers who tie their own self worth to how helpful they are. If they aren't saying yes, they feel like they're failing at being good people. Plus, there's the
Right, Maya? So my next question is, why do we worry about disappointing the people?
Yeah, it's a tricky spot to be in. When your self-worth is tied to how much you can do for others, a simple no starts to feel like a failure of character rather than just a boundary. Does that hit home for you, or are you thinking more about people in general?
That's right, Maya. So my next question is, how can saying no help us focus on our goals?
This is part of the work for your doctorate. Exactly does learning to stay into?
That's right, Maya. So my next question is saying no always a negative thing?
I'm sorry, I didn't quite catch that. I think, I might have
I
missed a few
say it
words there.
again, and my
Do
question
you
is,
wanna tell me that again? I think we got a bit tangled there,
is saying
but
no
I'm
always a negative thing?
not at all. We've been talking about no as this scary boundary thing, but it's actually a tool for clarity. When you say no to the things that don't matter, you're basically saying a much bigger, louder yeses to the things that actually do. It's less about shutting people out and more about protecting the space you need to actually get your own stuff done. Not sure where the house fits in here. Since we're diving into the power of no, what else do you have on your list? What else is on your list?
Yeah, my next
You mentioned having
question
a lot
is,
of
how
questions,
can
so
we
keep them.
say no without hurting someone's feelings?
Honestly, cats are the absolute masters of the soft no. They don't use words, they just use a little flick of the tail or a slow blink and a walk away. It's a brilliant strategy because it's clear and direct, but it doesn't have the heavy emotional baggage that a human no does. We tend to get stuck in our heads wondering if we're being mean, whereas a cat just exists in its truth. What about you? Do you feel like that's where the struggle is for you, the fear of the other person's reaction?
That's right, Maya. So my next question is one situation where saying no can completely change someone's future.
That's a wild shift in perspective. Usually we think of no as the thing that closes the door, but sometimes it's the only thing that actually opens the right one. It's like that person who finally says no to a stable but soul-crushing job, and it forces them into a completely different life path they never would have risked, or even the athlete who says no to a huge contract in a city they hate and finds a coach who actually makes them a champion. It's that moment where the no acts as a course correction. What kind of situations were you thinking of? That's fair. Some of the best no's are the ones we don't even have a name for yet. You mentioned having a whole list of questions earlier. What's next on there? Catch you later.
Thank you, Maya, for answering all
All
of
good.
these questions about the power of saying no. Today I learned that saying no is not about being selfish or disrespectful. It is about understanding priorities, respecting our time, setting healthy boundaries, and having the confidence to make choices that are right of us. We cannot say yes to everything, and every yes we give takes some of our time and energy. Learning when to say no allows us to give more attention to the things that truly matters. The biggest lesson is saying no to the wrong things allows us to say yes to the right things. Thank you, Maya, for helping me explore the power of saying no. And thank you, everyone, for listening. Know your priorities, respect yourself and others, and don't be afraid to set healthy boundaries. See you in the next conversation. Have a wonderful day. Allah Hafiz.
It's a loud and clear yes to yourself.